Sometimes girls are going to try to customize themselves to you because she wants you to like her, and realize the ego was way too big, the pride was way too much. The more you're able to have emotional and physical strength, working on yourself, getting on your purpose, lose and feel like she's taking the L from not having you, blowing up your phone. Sometimes you might even receive long apologies. Your feelings have always been there. You've always showed up in some way at some point. You've been too invested into her. I've talked about how you're going to ignore, walk away if that's what you got to do. It all depends on your situation. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about how and why she will go ahead and regret losing you. So I'm going to tell you some of the ways that you guys got to go about it, what she needs to see from you, and also the reasons why women have these issues that come up later down the line, or it could happen pretty soon if you go ahead and do it correctly, and also depending where she's at in life. For an example, right now, let's say she is going through a phase. That phase doesn't last long. Let's say it was going out with her girls, being around single people all the time, seeing a different lifestyle, and then all of a sudden she could be going to school, and all of a sudden it's like, where's my boo? Where's my baby? I miss him. I need my cuddles. And I'm talking about cuddling season is also coming up. That's another thing we'll talk about in this video. And so make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if y'all want this video or anything that I talk about mentioned today. And if you want any specific new videos, let me know in the comment section and I will bring that video for you guys right away. And to get into this topic, I'm going to actually bring it up first because it is so valid and important and something you guys might not be aware of, but maybe some of you guys are. And this is cuddling season. And so back to my example of how cuddling season is coming up and how sometimes women go through phases. There is so many times where, in the moment of dealing with you, it wasn't really the best time. So it wasn't convenient for her. So think about it this way. Hot girl summer is over. She might even just pop up randomly, or maybe she's going to be direct and make it be clear that she wants you now. Things have changed that she's feeling inside. So emotion and her needs and wants and desires are going to change as time changes. And that means different seasons, different times. Let's talk about your situation. If you're going to be ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video. And this is also just a simple fact of she's going to go through moments where she might be feeling things such as loneliness. And remember, every situation is a little different. Sometimes it could be pretty similar, but in the situation that you might have in that moment, most times women are deciding what's best for them, right? So if she thinks that right now it's best for her to live her best life, her friends can tell her or help her or make her make these decisions. The influence, that's another thing. And so let's say now it's transitioning into, yes, the cold days, the winter days are coming. If that is now the case, guess what's going to happen? That means she needs, yes, the cuddle buddy. She's going to need somebody to go ahead and see, have time with, and also feel like, hey, I could be in a relationship at this point. I can have this person. And of course, feelings get involved. The regret now comes in because who's going to be the best person for that? So yes, we know rosterless and also other guys that could be an option from the past, or new guys that she meets are going to be what she looks at as potential. But it comes down to who's the best guy. So this is where you guys get to go ahead and do the best that you're supposed to be doing in life, as in you should have taken your focus away. And if you guys watch my other videos, I've talked about how you're going to ignore, walk away if that's what you got to do. It all depends on your situation. Sometimes it might be the communication has been a problem and maybe you've been communicating very well and she hasn't, but you're still showing up. And let me give you one more example. Sometimes it's also you've been too invested into her and that's been getting caught up in her life and being about her. So the regret has to come in now to realize that, dang, I had a guy treating me good. Depending on the girl that you're dealing with, there's going to be needs and wants he's going to have as a requirement from you. So that means, what are you doing as a fella to go ahead and fulfill it if you're supposed to? And then when do you stop? So it means once you realize that I need to get her to regret losing me because, hey, I'm getting played, or hey, she's doing me wrong, look at your situation, realize what's going on, why you got to do it. Once you've done that, now you go ahead and go and make it happen, as in put actions first and say that I'm going to go ahead and put all different types of strategy to make this lesson. And also it is a lesson because she's going to basically lose and feel like she's taking the L from not having you. You're going to put all of these combinations of different things that you got to do, working on yourself, getting on your purpose, all that other good stuff that you guys hear me talk about as well. And of course, we know the gym is something that you guys should be trying to get a part of your life, even if it's home workouts. So the regret regret comes in stronger the more you're more an upgraded person. The more you're better than the time that she met you, the more you're able to have emotional and physical strength, the more regret that is going to come in. And on top of that, the pressure of what she's feeling in her own personal life. Y'all gotta also remember that at a certain time, she's gonna feel certain ways that makes her want a man more or want a specific man. So that might mean you are the best guy. So once she has that realization, she's gonna be more committed to having just you and not feeling like, let me branch off and all types of stuff. Like monkey branching, we also know is a real thing. That's a whole nother discussion. But I also wanna know what you guys want from me, like I said in the beginning of the video, because there's just so many topics that we could talk about. And if you're going through this right now, that you're gonna go ahead and make her regret losing you, go ahead and comment down regret. And if you already know that she regrets losing you, let me know in the comment section. And if you got a story that you want to tell, we love to read them, so drop in the comment section. And so let's get into how now when she's regretting losing you, the other emotions that's coming up is also her thinking that she's not good enough. So it's enough challenge comes in, and challenge is another discussion as well. It's another challenge that is good for her to face, because now she has to look back at herself and realize the ego was way too big. The pride was way too much. And so that means she gets to check herself. I love talking about checking herself and how you guys can check her without even really trying, without even saying anything, because this is what's going to give you guys more strength. You also have to take in the reason why she probably hasn't regret losing you at all is because your feelings have always been there. You've always showed up in some way at some point. If you're looking at your situation, you're realizing, what have I kept doing? What have I been showing her? What could I take away? So now if you're working on yourself, fixing yourself, it's also when she looks at you, back to the challenge is going to come in. She's looking at herself and saying, well, how could I get this guy? Oh, I know I can get this guy. So this is where when the regret really is kicking in, really working, y'all, this is so important, is that she's going to bring little signs in, blowing up your phone. Sometimes you might even receive long apologies, like all types of stuff that's also showing you she's emotional about things. That's another story. So the point is that when it starts so small, it gradually grows. If y'all want to go ahead and check out on explicit and exclusive content, make sure you go ahead and do that by clicking the Patreon link or becoming a YouTube member, and a whole lot of other things you'll never see, and all other types of pictures too. So go ahead and click that link down below after this video. So sometimes if it's going to be in the summer, it might take longer because she has more things to keep her distracted, or she's looking more into or wanting for this current moment. But it doesn't take away that she looks your way. And so when it grows, it might mean she might change herself, change certain behavior. Sometimes girls are going to try to customize themselves to you because she wants you to like her. She wants to show up as the girl that you've been saying you want. Another thing you have to remember is that there's so many different signs that you'll notice when it comes down to regret, whether it's directly or indirect. There's just so many other things that you guys got to be looking out for. In this topic, I will definitely break it all down, break a lot of them down, because we got to do a separate videos. But I'm definitely going to bring this topic back up. Remember, when you do notice things too that's showing she's regretting losing you, don't fall for it, because regretting losing you can change back into not regretting and also bring her feelings all the way gone. And you don't want to ruin it before it gets really, really good for you. And of course, if you want her at the end of the day, then that's the choice. That is what you want. But if it's not worth it, of course, you got to let her keep regretting losing you. That's going to be what's more effective. Bottom line, she has to see that things have changed, and her emotions, she has to actually acknowledge it. I'll talk all about these things and plus more, so much more to talk about in a different video. If y'all want a part 2, like I said, and other videos that you want to see, let me know in the comment section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you still haven't. Check out all the videos on my screen, and the links are in my bio, and y'all will see me in my next video. Bye, y'all.